update. Today, we'll start watching some short-term behavior of the market because the long-term behavior is long-term goals are the same as yesterday. With Bitcoin that's still plunge a little bit right here below 21k. Not a good price action. I would have liked better if this wick right here was absorbed more more rapidly and sharply let us continue the uptrend. Anyway, it wasn't this the case. Actually, the A super still is still at levels we saw only back more or less in the last final downturn right here. If you watch it, we had these losses right here on June last year after 2 months of consolidation at the bottom, and we are there already. We had this kind of super right here in loss, and back then, but not as much as this, and we are approaching these levels here of losses. Nor that there is so much to getting lost right here, and just short-term behavior of short-term holders specifically, and still the analyzes profit and loss has not bottomed. So we will see if this will do it. Obviously it will bottom if we go below the 20k. We already know that because of the fact that if it was supply in profit right now, let me okay, what's the supply in profit right now? It's more or less right there, waiting for the price to go down again. Actually, it was in the meanwhile the price was dropping right here. If we take it very closely, meanwhile the price was dropping. Watch it. It actually get a slope up in the supply and profit because some people probably just get stepped in at the very bottom and got in profit, and to 26.8 to 22 to 22.5k. Okay, so it signifies to me that the in this range right here there wasn't so much of supply that was actually in profit. They were also below. They may be well below the 20k, and this for that I think that we will see bottom this for this only when we broke down the 20k. But I don't know if this is the case until I see it, and if it does, I'm gonna take all of what I have and stepped in to buy the dip, the bottom, because in this case, or this is the bottom, or if we have to go right here for the bottom, like I saw someone saying 3k is destructive. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. If it's going to happen, signifies that we are in a global financial crisis. I don't know, something really huge anyway. And this is not the only thing right here that we can watch. If I have to really let me just get to my Twitter. I will let you see what I'm talking about right here. Uh, Let me just take it from here. I will do the login another time. I'll take it directly from my Twitter. Copy link, copy and paste, and go. So okay, I don't know. Link. Let me just um, let me just do this. So um, it's here is hot in Italy. There is like 30 degrees is right there, 40 degrees Celsius. And my mind is actually perfect loading. Okay, I got me in my Twitter right here. So if we get to my profile, um, and we'll see here, seems like the BOJ, I talked about it. Like the BOJ is going to talk about rate hikes this Friday, and this Friday, they maybe see if they can control the yield curve of their JGB 10-year bonds, and if not, because as you see right here, the JPY is actually um, plunging ever so slight ever since the rate hikes of the Fed, and slowly but slowly it now is now getting really bad against the US, obviously US dollar. So it's taking in inflation coming from the fact that they are not rate hiking, just keep going with their loose monetary policy, get better to get so that their economy keeps growing, but doing so they are diminishing the overall values of their currency against the others, and so is doing the year actually. I have it right here. Is doing the euro that if it is just priced in for now that the European Central Bank is going to make the 25 BP hike. Swiss Bank made it's actually going to make a 50 BPS. BOE or Bank of England is going to take the 50 BPS rate hikes. Everything's going a little bit uh, into the upside, into meaning about currencies, because these 2 years of loosening monetary policies and quantitative easing all over the board have done just destroyed the actual inflation growth perspective and forecast that is the result of the actual result that the banks want to have every year, that there is a 2% increase in inflation. and this is almost everything we can say. We can wait for this to happen, and you see that for a long time, since 2016, the BOJ, the Bank of Japan, actually stepped in to yield curve control the yield on their bonds, on their 10-year bonds, with the trying to let this yield below the 0.25, so the 25 bps, and is actually spreading here, and they are buying, so they are selling their JPY to buy bonds to let the yield curve control continue, but in doing so they are destroying their currency, and so something is going to, as I said right here, something creaks beneath the surface here. There's something that is going to break if Fed continues with their monetary policies right here, and we will see what happens. What will happen? Probably at the end of February, at the end of September, um, we'll see some relief here because Fed will start get a little bit of a dovish position. Meanwhile, the CPY is coming down and get some the normal forecasts and normal inflation to get to the level in 1 year with these monetary policies. If global problems, global macroeconomics, and everything else is going to get better, we may will see a real rally happening all across the board because we are so fucking undervalued, guys. So fucking undervalued all over the board, not only in crypto but also into the other markets, like the stock market. The XY actually going down a little bit here, as I already spoke about more than one time. Our cup and handle for sure on the 0.382 Fibonacci level, and we will see if this happens, but I'm sure it will happen. They continue like this, and Nasdaq is going down today. It's another lower low on this chart, on the daily chart. Not good, but it's still going for this level probably. And here we will get the bounce right here in this area. Meanwhile, we're waiting. S&P is the same, lower low, and I don't have Dow Jones right here, but I maybe can do it. I think I don't really know. I don't remember. DOJ. I don't remember the tick. Uh, Jones there. Um, DJ. So DJ right here. I'll get it in my chart so I can get back to it when I need it. You will DJI DJI is actually Dow Jones going, as you see, is actually taking the step in first, and it's obvious actually because they are not tech giants, are old industry from the past, from the revolution, second industrial revolution, or second industrial revolutions. So it's obvious that they're taking the first hit, and also they are the less The actual support is really in, more or less, for this. Not too much to wait for, and this is really bad instead, because S&P's the more important companies in the world for U.S. economies, for sure. Taking bad step right here and getting back down is not good. And this is all about monetary policies, guys, and all the disruption is going on in the world. The only thing I want to see in the short term, anyway, other than just wait and see if we break the 20k, is our actually realized price for long and short holders. Short and long term holders that is going a little bit down, right? Let me it's going a little bit down right here. The realized price for is decreasing. The realized price for long term holders and is sitting at 19.700k, 19.7k. Meanwhile, the short-term holders price is at 33k. 33k. Let's see on the chart right here. 43k is more or less here. On this last week we had January. It seems like a good area to take profit. But I will take profit better maybe on 32k, 31.5, because there is this support level right here, 31.3 on the weekly, and also it seems a little bit of a good important level, 32, 41.5k on the monthly, 31.8. A good level to start watching for a relief rally. I don't see actually anything else to talk about. This is bear market price action, guys. There's nothing to watch. Maybe we'll watch Ethereum that is going down again here at 100k, 100k, 1k. There's nothing to see here. Could wait and see if it goes below again. Next great support on the daily chart is right here. Maybe a little bit of support we found right here, but nothing more actually. And these are all important levels to watch the next few days. This in blue are my long-term entries that I did all across the last year, and where I sold right here. I most likely sold all the way to the top right here. Then I got back and bought when I saw the opportunity here. It was extremely undervalued. Ethereum last June. Then I sold all the way to the top, slowly but slowly, steady. The majority of my ETH were sold right here, more or less, not the very top. And also here, when I saw that the price here was getting in trouble at the same area it had trouble before, so I started the risking here and restarted accumulating right here. And these are the last entries for the last year, as I said, and more or less for this year. because I bought right here the first time. Then I waited, I bought right here. When it last moved up, I thought it would have a little bit of a rally, but I was not thinking about getting wrecked like this. Anyway, not a problem because I bought again right here, and and waited and bought again right here, and then I sold right here, and just let a little bit of a position right here. Sold a little bit of what I took right here. Then I rebought right here. So I'm still in a somewhat of a profit. I keeping on the accumulation phase, and I'm still here waiting. I bought again when we got right here. Um, but still waiting. And last time I didn't update the chart. I had to, but I have not actually because I bought on your chart and actually was on my Discord. You can see was 980.6. Um, I'll do this directly with you. Um, this is the price at where I bought my ETH. You see it on Discord, and make it just like the rest. Coordinate. Actually, both the real bottom. It seems like the real bottom for now, at least for now, and also I did the same things right here with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, but I'm not going through that right here right now. I will take it short and give you the advice of keep buying if it drops below, but it's not a financial advice. It's only on my opinion, my personal opinion. Um, don't engage in transaction based on what I say or what I said. Just watch the chart, and for me, watching the chart for me, this is a good level. And if someone else will give advice to me, I will accept it. Not me. Don't take it from me. Just do your thing. Think about if it's possible for you. This is a good area for me because I know that we are extremely oversold here. So maybe here we'll see stepping in major VCs, major net worth investors um, that step in to buy. Anyway, we'll see if I'm wrong or not. But I know if my experience have any sense, we will see a huge entrance in the market right here. Even without most of that will be entered right here, like 14K, if it ever happens. Because if you see on the monthly chart, the 100 EMA is actually sitting right here at 14K more or less, and so that is, if we want to see the 100 here, that is the SMA 11K. And these are the area where the final bottom, the worst case scenario ever with whatever it could be, are these levels right here. You will not see Bitcoin under these levels again. And I think as time passes, we will never see them again because it will keep rising. It will keep rising, and you never see these areas again. Like we'll never see as I see some charts with someone saying that this was the level 3K to retest the real bottom. There is no indicator that help us think of such a scenario, so I'm not taking into consideration right here. So for today is everything, guys. If you have any question, I'm here as always, and cheers.